Hello guys and welcome back to another Legion preview. Today we are checking out one of the new dungeons, which is Suramar Catacombs. So just like with the other early looks videos, this is not by any stretch completed. Many areas in here doesn't even have textures, but those that do looks really great, so let's take a look and hope you enjoy. Alright, so the reason why we go down here in the first place is to sneak under the city of Suramar and get access to the palace. On our way there we will encounter 5 bosses, and they are Ivanir, a Nightfall Sentry, General Sakal, Naltira and Advisor Vandros. So let us look at a screenshot from above, which I think is closest to a map of this zone we will come at the moment. Here we can make out a few things. First of all, I think we can point out some likely boss locations. But also, correct me if I'm wrong here, but it feels like this map is going to be a completely non-linear dungeon. At least to me, it looks like you would be able to approach these bosses in any order that you want, and I hope that's the case, since it would be great for those who are doing the Challenger's Keystone content to be able to choose exactly how to approach the dungeon. We'll just have to wait and see, but I am keeping my fingers crossed. Okay, let's check out some of the areas they have made some work in to see how this dungeon may end up looking when it's done. We are beginning in the central hall. I'm going to mark it on the map, and as you can see we only have a few sources of light. It is a catacomb after all, and what strikes me is that they have been able to distinguish the Nightborn architecture without drifting too far off from the elven ones that we are familiar with. So in the center of the room you have this big stairway leading down, and it would seem that the dungeon is multiple floors. But in reality there is no way to get to the top of the stairs, and there is nothing waiting for you if you get down, so this is really just to get a really impressive design. So moving on to the next place, we find ourselves in a much smaller room covered in spiderweb. The roots of a tree has broken through the roof, water is leaking everywhere, and yeah, if this is not the lair of Naltira, the spider boss, I would be very surprised. The next room is far from finished, but I wanted to include it anyway, since I think this is where we will fight General Sakal. Now the reason for this is the big hole in the wall, and what you see outside is supposed to represent Doomfront, which is an area just outside Suramar city on a world map. And this is confirmed if we leave the instance and actually go there. Here we can see the opening in the mountain with a part of the Suramar Catacombs, and if we raise the camera, we have the city of Suramar. So up until now I think the dungeon looks good, but it really was this room that impressed me so much that I had to make a video about it. What you have here is a grand hall with stairways leading all the way up to the roof. There are stacks of books everywhere, living candles, and this place is just insane to walk around in. So again, this is far from finished. The candlelights are not moving, there is no textures on the statue in the far end, and a lot of the details really need polishing. But in my opinion, this is by far the best looking area within these Suramar Catacombs. And with this I'm going to end this preview video, so if you did like it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. I will be back as soon as I can with more Legion content. But until then, take care.